So then, Abbo, we end just prior to the festive period with a win, but it was pretty heavy going out there.
We made heavy weather. I thought we started really well in the first 5 or 10 minutes and looked like we were going to have a good day at the office. And the change of shape that we've had in the last few weeks with the 4-4-2, it looked like it was going to, do the things that we wanted it to do. You've got Greg and Marco willingly running channels, and they were getting the ball sent in behind quite early, and it looked like we were going to play quite a high pressure game in their last third, which is what we'd asked the guys to do. But then all of a sudden we dropped into a pedestrian tempo of play and struggled to get the ball up to Greg and Marco before you know it, they're not running the channels, because it becomes a thankless task when the ball's not coming. And we toiled, gave cheap goals away, which has been a little hallmark lately. So lately, maybe really for more of the season than I'd like. And we've ended up in a battle, in a game where we all come here today. We probably don't think that's going to happen, but that's where we are at the moment. And we had a discussion at half time and asked the guys to show us real heart and desire and win the game through sheer will and determination. We tweaked the shape a little bit to ensure we had enough bodies around the box and reinforce the fact we wanted to play a pressure game high up in their half and in their box, and the guys did just that, and we reaped the benefits, and in the end probably should have been comfortable winners.
You touched upon the slightly higher tempo did force the issue somewhat, but Stafford will be very disappointed to concede those 2 goals, which were pretty scrappy ones.
Yeah, but when you contrast that against the opportunities that we've had and the saves that the goalkeeper's made, I don't think Stafford should really go home today licking the wounds. I do think we were incredibly dominant in the second half and created good openings. And do we score scrappy goals very often where you have to dive for the ball in the 6-yard box? No, probably not enough, and that's what we asked the guys to do in the second half. So I'm not going to worry about how Stafford feel about it. Our players did what I asked them to do for me, and we reaped the benefits of them throwing themselves at the ball and winning through sheer will, sheer determination, and I'm pleased with that fact, really, more so than had we have carved the pitch open with 50 passes and scored the prettiest goal.
A couple of personnel of note that really showed up throughout the entire 90 minutes today were Tom Cross in goal and Marcus Jackson, who was Mr. Perpetual Motion, both at right back in midfield. How do you think they got on today?
Fantastic, as we expect. When we spoke at half time, said to the lads, some of you, I know what I'm going to get. What I'm asking for, I know what I'm going to get week in, week out. And some of you, I'm not so sure anymore that I do know what I'm going to get. And it'll be an acid test for us in the second half. Certainly, Tom Cross and Marcus Jackson fall into the first category, and were fantastic really throughout. Again, in the same company, I can't speak highly enough for JJ, who pulled his hamstring in the first half and was totally determined to go through the game. That was for me, that was for the club, and while the players are still willing to go to the well for us like that, we'll be okay.
Also, debut for Greg Pearson up front. It's rare that Marco's had a strike partner out and out with him alongside him, and that he also seemed to respond well to that today. Yeah,
I thought he was great. I hope that we can have him here long term and try and work something into the side and a system around him and Marco. And I thought Ryan Searle was brilliant in supporting the second half, and those 3 form a lethal, potent attacking unit. I thought Greg was great. He's had an in and out season. He has not had the best of seasons by his own accounts. Probably lacking a little sharpness. Thought his fitness was quite good. Got to be a bit more clinical in front of goal, but the guy's got a CV that suggests that's not going to be an issue. And I think we've got a real player around. I thought it was a real battering ram for us, and good show in second half with Marco and Ryan in support.
A word on the sending off. Obviously, a lot's been made about teams going down to 10 men over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Sometimes it going in favour of one team, sometimes it going the opposite way. But it did turn the game. A lot more possession was created as a result of the 1-man advantage.
Yeah, but as we've said before, we've seen games out with 10 men, and we haven't lost our shape and gone ragged. I don't think Stafford Town did lose their shape and go ragged. I thought that they made a really good account of the game, even with the 10 men. And I'm not going to have any credit taken away from the lads in the second half. I thought we were brilliant. I thought we were better than them. We created enough goal scoring chances to have won the game 5 or 6. 10 men. He's took Greg out when he's having a clean shot on goal. It's a sending off, and that's football. And I don't bemoan my luck when when things like that happen in games, it's football. We all know that. You know, I gave Lee Thomas a roasting on Wednesday for the tackle he made at Wolves Sporting for the penalty. If he'd have got sent off for that, I wouldn't have had any qualms about it. And it was a sending off. So, and that's football. That's what happens, and we take advantage.
Nice one, good festive 3 points. Merry Christmas, Abbo.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.